welcome back to the last episode of the YKTVibras podcast. Would it be welcome back or welcome? Welcome. Yeah, this is tough, man. This is going to be tough to do. This episode is going to be tough to do, but we got some news for you guys. Just bear with us. This is the first episode that I feel like you guys should try to listen to the whole episode itself.
Yeah,
it's going to be a lot of things being thrown at you guys, but just bear with us. But I'm the one and only Wanda Don, and as always, and lastly, I'll be accompanied by Michael Carrasco. I almost said Mr. Golden. Well, for the culture, a.k.a. formerly known as Mr. Golden. But we should we drop it or not? Then we can't drop it yet. Your new name. Nah, we can't do it.
Go ahead.
Sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah, 100%.
All right. Then you guys going to have an exclusive it's meant to be. I mean, it's great because the last episode. So
yeah,
Michael Carrasco, aka Mr. Simpled, with a D.
Mr. Simple. Yeah.
So you know what? Before we get into the episode, go ahead, talk to him about Simpled, man.
So Simple is the rebirth.
Okay.
You know, when I lost Golden, or I guess also ended Golden. I decided to get another run, building a clothing brand. And one of the names, I literally have a notebook full of like different names that I could do. Mm-hmm. And, simple, is straight up. Simple is going to be essentially loungewear or, like clothes that you wear on a everyday life.
Right.
So that includes like, T-shirts that you can either dress up, dress down. You can wear it with sweats. You can wear it with jeans. That's the whole idea behind it. It's just a high quality brand at an affordable price where people can, dress, use them to go to the club, or if they're just running errands, they can throw some sweatpants on with a t-shirt on. Mm-hmm. And I also want to start exploring different type of products like doing sweatpants ourselves, mm-hmm. The cargo pants, the joggers, all that stuff, and slowly start exploring different avenues when it comes to clothing.
Right. Do you have the website and everything run, or you can't put that in the description yet?
So the website's not ready yet because we're pretty much right now on the building process.
On the construction.
Yeah, exactly, under construction. Right now we're getting samples in. Actually, before you left last time, they actually came in
clean, and
the quality's there. It's exactly what I wanted. Now we're getting some more stuff, like we're getting some hats, some sample hats coming in, some sweatpants coming in, and pretty much just right now we're starting the marketing process of it. Right. All the samples that come in, if we approve them, start taking picture of those stuff, and get ready to start promoting on social media. Definitely going to try TikTok this time.
Right.
This is going crazy. And also, reach out to different influencers and stuff. That way we can get the word out.
But there is a Instagram, right?
There's an Instagram right now.
So follow the Instagram.
You can follow on Instagram at Simple Supply Co. No, it's actually at Simple Supply without the co. Yeah. So I'll leave the link in the description.
All right. Bet.
Yeah, you guys, if you want to start following it, definitely the goal is to drop before Christmas time. Mm-hmm. So probably like first week of December. That's what I'm shooting for. And yeah, I'm actually started vlogging just because I wanna showcase the behind the scene of what it is, starting from the ground up and building up a brand.
Word. Yeah, man, but so that's what's going on with Michael and his new name that what you guys are waiting for, Mr. Simpled.
Yeah, he's simple.
Or yeah. But back to the serious conversation. Apart from that, congrats actually on that and the new logo and everything, new company, everything going with the clothing brand. Support that just as much as you guys support the podcast. Who knows, it might be a future collab.
Yeah.
But let's get back to the conversation here. So the last episode of I almost teared up there, man.
Man,
The last
tough.
episode of the
It's
You Know the
tough.
Vibras podcast. We're gonna tell you guys a little bit of why it's gonna be the last episode. So basically, opportunities have presented themselves,
Hmm.
and we are going our separate ways. Right? Would that
Yeah.
be the right way to say it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys would be probably the first few to know where we are relocating.
Yeah.
Wanda Don will be moving to Chicago, as you guys may have seen or heard. I was there recently visiting, and I really fell in love with it. Shout out to my big brother Ish
Shmula.
for moving out there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because he's the one that moved out there, and seeing the opportunities that were out there. So yeah, that's the plan, is to be moving out there here soon, very soon, and seeing where the ball continues to roll from there.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and say
Yeah,
where
and I'll
you're going.
be going to Houston, Texas. Just got a good opportunity, for a promotion down there. So I went ahead, went with it. Um, it's a little tough, because in this area it's family,
Yeah, family
But
oriented.
seeing that Ish, do it, going to Chicago on his own, it's for me. It's like I'm looking for more opportunities. I
Exactly.
want to be able to grow, uh, not just financially, but as a person.
Right.
Explore a different city,
Right.
um, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. With the clothing brand as well. I'll be in a
Right.
bigger city. I'll be able to put in front of more people, and I'm just tired of being
Yeah.
around here.
Yeah. Facts.
It was I feel if you stay in this area too long, you tend to get stuck in it. And I'm not bashing, Eastern Shore, Maryland,
Mhm.
Delaware area. It's a great place to be,
Yeah.
right?
Great. Phenomenal.
But at my age, I'm 24 years old. I need to actually go out there, explore, experience the world a little bit,
Mhm.
and who knows, maybe I'll make my return back.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. So here, it's a great place for you to raise a family, start a family, and
Yes.
everything, and be chill and comfortable.
Yeah.
And that's the big word, is comfortable. And I know I have, but I don't know you. But I got to a point now, which is crazy, at 23 years old, where
Hmm.
I feel way too comfortable.
Right.
And in the world we are in now, like what we're doing now, and you're doing the streetwear thing and the podcast, same here, the podcast, content creating or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, it's not for you here. You know what I
It's
mean?
not. It's
You're
not.
limited in so many things, and like I
Hmm.
said, apart from that, like I feel way too comfortable in the sense where I don't have like that drive to, keep going. Like and like when you're in a city, you don't know anybody. A big city, you
Exactly.
don't know anybody. You have no, what I'm saying. You don't have no option but to grind and want more and be hungry. Uh, so you don't fail. Cause
Yeah.
if you fail out there, it's gonna fail hard because you don't
Hmm.
know anybody, you don't have no backup plan. And what's worse than to, I want to say worse, but it would look bad if you go out there, do everything and just to come back, in my opinion.
Right.
But
Right.
I see these how can I say this? These moving, how would I say, like these these new adventures is the word. These new
Yeah.
adventures, I see them as an opportunity to network, to meet more people, to meet, big people as
Big
well,
people. Yeah.
and to grow as individuals. One thing we mentioned before, we are very young in the podcast community.
Hmm.
Um, and it's like everybody has story times, everybody has network connections, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just has way more, uh, how can I say, way more to talk about, you know what I'm saying? In a
Yeah.
way. So the way you could look at this is a way for us to, grow as individuals and grow, our connections, so we could bring in the future more interviews and stuff and collabs to the podcast itself.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
So it's just like a small break, I'd say.
Yeah.
Uh,
Something along there. The main
expand
thing.
your like
Yeah. Spending definitely.
creativity.
Definitely spending our creativity, because now you being in a big city, or us being in bigger cities, it opens the door for so many
Right.
opportunities. You
Right.
know, there's a lot more that we can do content wise. A lot more people that
That's a Michael
we can
moment. The
meet.
last Michael moment.
Yeah, the last one
Cotton,
we had
cotton wise? You said cotton wise?
content,
All
content
right.
wise, content wise.
Nah, word for real.
Um, but yeah, it just opens the door to so many opportunities.
Yeah.
And that can be later, translated onto the podcast
Right.
later on. And yeah,
We're gonna explain the logistics of everything. But before we do, one last quote of the day.
one
please.
last quote of the day. You guys are
We're
gonna
at
like this one.
This is the last quote of the day, guys. Take it,
Yeah.
take it and appreciate it. How about that?
So this
And if you're crying, don't worry. We got some news for
we
you.
got you. So this quote comes from Aristotle. You guys know Greek, all that stuff. So this quote hit home for me, and this is what it says: "We are what we repeatedly do. Answers then is not an act; it is a habit. It is a habit."
You gotta repeat that, bro.
So
lost
here
me,
you go.
man. You lost me, man.
We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act; it's a habit.
Okay, excellence then is not an act, is a habit.
Habit.
Okay.
Right. So what he's saying is, you know,
Okay, I got it now.
when you form that habit of, trying to be an excellent individual, right? The more you repeatedly do it,
Second nature.
it becomes second nature, correct? It's not just, I'm gonna do it once and then I'm an excellent person, right? It's the more you do it, it's like developing a habit. And like I said before, yeah, it's a skill as well. Yeah. Like I said I forgot which episode it was, but it was somewhere in season 2. It takes 21 days to develop a habit.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's say, we were talking about, what were we talking about last time? The quote that you said, day one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, let's say I won one thing that I actually did today. I did a mini workout. So I know he came at me last time, but with that is, now that I started, it's more, let me do it for the next 21 days straight. Mm-hmm. That way that can become a second nature, right. Get back to it for me.
For sure. Nah, indeed. Nah, that's true. Like, excellence doesn't just happen overnight, like we always say, and how you see everywhere. People always talk about that. Success isn't overnight as well. So, although, it may seem like that, you did something to get to that, and for it to feel that way. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You prepared your mind and everything to make it seem like it was second, or to make it seem like it was
second
overnight.
nature, yeah,
and second nature, right? But yeah, excellence and all that, it all depends on how you prepare yourself mentally and how you prepare the things in your life. You know what I'm saying, to get to that excellence. A lot of these things don't happen on their own, so you got to go out there and get it. Like they say, the early bird gets the worm, man. Yep. So yeah, definitely be the early bird in your process. As bad as it may feel to wake up early and get there first, it stands out and it says a lot about yourself. The other day someone told me, I like how you're very punctual and everything with your time. And I always, and I feel like for the rest of my life, I'm always going to thank football, well, college football at least, for the time management. But because it
sticks with you.
Yeah, when they said you're on time, you're late, it's like crazy. Because one time I was on time to a meeting, and they said I was late, and they didn't even let me in the meeting. I was like, wow, and the team had to run because of me. So it's like,
right,
wow, that was tough. You know what I mean? So ever since then, I've been real punctual with my time. If I tell you a time, I try to be at that time, unless there's some minor inconvenience that comes up. I would try to let you know, right? That way you're prepared for that. But yeah, I just feel like in life, it's good to be early to things. Like I said, even like events or meetings and things like that, you just stand out, especially when you're trying to impress someone. You know what I mean? It's like that thing they say: the first person in and the last person to leave. That those things stand out as much as they may feel like a lot and like a
burden.
A burden. Consider it. I'm not saying do it, but at least consider it. At least once. You know what I mean? And you'll see. But that's the quote. We're gonna get back in the conversation. Okay. We're 15 minutes in? 15 minutes in. Yeah, I'm sorry that we threw so much at you guys in the
In the
beginning.
beginning, yeah.
Uh, you want to do the honors for the second half of the video?
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, let's talk about why we decided to. I know opportunity was a big thing as far as making these moves, but apart from that, why do you think a new city will be? Let's put it this way: how will a new city help you develop, like, let's say, like a new skill or uh, become a better version of yourself?
Bro, it's just gonna help me because like it's crazy. It's hard to explain, bro. Like when I first left the city, when I went to West Virginia for football, um, I kind of was how can I say it? I was not privileged. Well, I'd say privileged kind of compared to the other students that came from
Mm-hmm.
out of state because I had teammates. You know what I mean? That I could rely on as a source of like comfort in this or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could only imagine when like you're out of state and you don't know anybody and having
Right.
to network, you know what I'm saying? Having and some people are not social, so having to get out of your like
Comfort
your
zone.
comfort zone to meet people. So, when I went to visit, I mean, I knew my brother and everything, obviously, but networking with his friends and, trying to meet people while being there, just that way. So when I get there, it is easier.
Right.
But I don't know, man. I feel like I'm missing that hunger right now, bro. Like I'm missing that hunger and like you said, or like we always say, we've been trying to get in people to interview for the podcast. We've been trying to get collabs, but it's just like where we at is so inconvenient for people unless it's
Mm-hmm.
virtual.
Right.
So I feel like in bigger cities we have easy access to people,
Mm-hmm.
to get them on the podcast. Say someone happens to be in Houston, you
Right.
could interview them and put it on the platform. Same way with Chicago, I can interview somebody and put it on the platform. So, what about you? Before yeah.
I mean, for me, it was more personal growth, right? I've been stuck around here way too long.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that I want to do in life, and in this area, I don't think I'll be able to find that, right? Another thing was, thinking like a financially smart move for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be in a city where I wouldn't say it's cheap, but it's definitely a lot cheaper than around here for what it is.
Yeah.
Right?
For what you get.
Exactly.
Right.
So I'll be able to. One thing that I've been really want to get into is investing into real estate.
Right.
So I feel like putting myself in that position where I'm in a market where I can get twice my money's worth for a property. It 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 helps me generate more income, right?
Right.
That's one of the main things, and also just expanding the business. That was another thing that I was thinking about, and like you said, just being able to network with people. Houston has slowly becoming a hub for a lot of YouTubers as well, so that will open the door to a lot of collaborations, a lot of features and stuff like that. And I also wanted to try something different.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of the cold. That's another one.
Well, I'm going to the cold too.
Yeah, you are.
But no, I don't know. I'm not like I don't hate the cold, but like I don't love it either. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I deal with it with
Mhm.
the months I have to.
Mm-hmm.
But what was I gonna say? Like at least for me, like I'm not looking at it as something like I'm moving to Chicago for the rest of my life because I don't
Right.
know what God has planned.
It's a stepping stone.
But it's a stepping stone, and like we said, we're young, so when we do eventually, come back, I feel like it's gonna be crazy because we already network. We have the endless amount of connections and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But you failed me earlier when I told you to take the baton. You failed earlier. I mean, I thought you were gonna say the right thing.
Oh man.
All right, so. All right, who's gonna? What's the thing? Put a cat out of the bag. What's the word? I don't know. Yeah, that phrase.
Put a rabbit out of a hat.
Whatever. We're gonna pull the thing out, whatever people say, and tell you guys the truth. Yes, we are moving, but the podcast isn't ending.
And then, there you go.
Damn, it took 20 minutes to.
But we got there. We got there.
Nah, so everything we did say was true.
It is true, yeah.
But we're gonna try our best. And when we say that, we really mean it. We're gonna try our best to keep content coming for you guys, say virtual or in person. We're gonna try to link up every once in a while. Let us know in the comments if virtual is gonna be okay for you guys, or would you guys prefer less content but in person?
In person,
right?
Sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and I mean, another thing that we were thinking about is like a mixture of both.
Right.
If there's something that like we feel that we need to like talk about at the moment, I feel like virtually will work great for that. Same thing, but we're definitely trying to get as much in person.
So how can I explain this? So basically, look at it like this: we're a year and some change into the podcast.
3 months, man.
Yeah, so look at it this way. Like, we're gonna, still continue the podcast, but we're gonna grow. We're in the process where we're trying to grow. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go our ways, continue doing content, but eventually in the future, when we do come back and say if God allows it to be that way, and we come back and we agree on the city or something for like a studio,
right? Yes.
We're gonna be, on
at
top
the top
of the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be great. So just stay tuned for that. We're gonna, try our hardest to network and try to get some great people on the podcast. And that's what it's all gonna be about. Just getting out of our comfort zones and growing as individuals and growing the podcast as well in whole.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And one thing that I was thinking that could also be done is like that way we can, I guess, put out as much content is where Juan can have like your own segment, like where you interview some people.
That's what I'm saying.
Same thing like that,
right.
And there will be times where we might both be in the same city. Either I fly to Chicago or you've come down to Houston, and where we can meet up and do more, the face-to-face stuff.
Right.
Yeah. It will be good. It will be good. I feel like it's gonna be super good for the podcast. Yeah.
No, yeah, definitely. And it's great because, there's already, I don't know if Houston, but if you are from Houston, shout out to you guys, but we do have supporters in Chicago, so that's good.
Chicago as well, yeah.
But yeah, man, just look at this as an opportunity for us to grow as individuals. Like I said, we're still young. We need to get out of our comfort zone and risk, and try things and see where God, where everything takes us and where God wants us to go.
Amen.
With everything. It's crazy because we were trying to move before and we were supposed to move together. But plans and things changed.
Yeah.
We were supposed to move way sooner.
Yes. It was like actually last year,
right?
If I'm not mistaken.
But who knows? I don't know. Maybe I was gonna be a bad influence for Michael, man. So.
I mean, not even. I grown. I would say I've grown a lot with the last year. I have grown a lot. Yeah, so I don't get easily influenced now.
You used to be the influencer, actually.
Yeah, I was.
If you get drinks to your head, you still are the influencer.
That is true. That is true. All right, so I'm. Yeah, so I can be a bad influence sometimes.
Right. Nah, but yeah, this is gonna be a short episode. We just want to inform you guys on. Actually, this is the first time I get off work and come here, so.
Yo, that is true.
Appreciate the effort, man. It was an hour and 30 minutes to drive, to let you guys know this important message.
But it's all worth it, yeah.
But yeah, and I mean, it's crazy, bro, because I called you out on it last episode, and like we say things and we do it. Like we mentioned not telling people your next move. But this is important for you guys to know. So we had to tell you guys. It was gonna look bad if we just stopped dropping and then
out of nowhere,
two different things. You know what I mean? So,
and it's like that one thing. Like we want to be as transparent as possible as we can. With you guys. You know, if we have a move that needs to be made, and we'll let you guys know. It's like when let's say we have any issues, we'll let you guys know. Hey, video's gonna drop later than the
Yeah,
usual.
right.
This the time we're shooting for.
Right.
So that was the main thing, just transparency with you guys, and respecting you guys as viewers, and
Continue to support.
continue
Don't
to support.
unsubscribe because there's still
Yeah,
gonna
don't
be
subscribe.
content. There's
we
still
going.
content coming, but we gotta plan everything out. We
Mhm.
probably gonna do some things. Hopefully, we're gonna try to do. We're gonna have to try at least to try the streets thing again because
Yeah.
we flopped drastically.
Yeah,
last time
that
we
was
went.
bad.
That was bad.
was
It was
bad.
busy. It was just
It
the
was
wrong
busy.
crowds.
Yeah, which it
but,
happens. It happens.
Oh, and keep tagging Phantom and the
Yeah,
video
keep
somewhere, wherever it is. To go to the video and tag Phantom and you TikTok, YouTube, or
Yeah,
TikTok, Instagram,
Yeah.
Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
tag him, man.
DM the video
hopefully-
to him. Do whatever you got to do.
Yeah, we need that interview. That would be great for the culture, like we always mentioned. But if there's anybody else, like we always mention, it sounds like a broken record. If there's anyone else that wants to be interviewed, or if there's anyone else that you think should be interviewed, let us know. Oh, also, if there's anybody in Houston or Chicago,
Chicago, yeah.
let us know.
Let
as
us
well.
know.
And we will prepare that beforehand. But thank you guys for tuning in to this episode. Sorry for the heartbreak or cries if you did cry. But we had to let you know, man. And we live in the generation of YouTube, so
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Yeah, we do.
Nah, but yeah, man. Any last words?
I mean, just go out there, be great.
Risk, try things. Don't be afraid
yeah.
of risk. Don't be afraid to take risks.
Don't be afraid to take risks, and start working on your excellence. Become excellence.
Oh.
God dang. What was I gonna say? See, I forgot. You made me forget. So now I'm kidding. Start developing good habits.
For sure.
That will help you grow and take you where you want to be and where you need to be. Yeah, I think that's it.
Word. Yeah, same thing. I feel the same way. Like, yeah, just, continue being you guys. Continue, doing great things in your life. If you're going through any rough times or whatever, just know, as cliche as it may sound, tough times don't last. Just, tough it out, unfortunately, and get through it, because when you do get out of it, it's going to be worth it. So just take it as a moment to, reflect and don't let this small little hiccup determine you or your future. So thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of the Vibras podcast. This isn't the last episode, but it is an important episode for you guys, and we appreciate you guys if you're listening here at the end. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to share this video with a friend. Make sure to put it on your platforms as well if you really support us, which we genuinely appreciate. And buckle up and be prepared, man. This is gonna be something that's gonna be good for us, and hopefully it's gonna be something that we could look back on in the future and be like, if we didn't do that, where would we be?
Right.
Or we could look back at it and like, what the fuck did we do? But hey,
Right.
It's life. YOLO.
It's life. Yeah.
But
you only live once. That's
thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you guys. We love each and every one of you. If you're listening, watching, however you're doing it,
we appreciate you.
We appreciate you. And as always, remember to subscribe
and
let's vibe.
Peace.
Peace.